Hi, I'm Chyelle, also known as FB Market, and welcome to my Brooklyn apartment. Welcome to my entryway. Here is my front door, and here is the cherry on top, my mural. My mural, which is inspired by another artist who I found on Pinterest. I believe her name is Lene Anderson. It actually kind of jump-started my Instagram, which is pretty fun. It was the first kind of viral video. Now, walking into the living room, but we're not talking about the living room, we're gonna talk about my loft. So this is kind of the first loft that you see when you enter the living room area. It acts like an extra bedroom, but I mostly use it for storage. I have an old fireplace, a vintage fireplace. I have this nice Urban Outfitters bookshelf that acts as a cool divider, and a bunch of plants, as you can see. And then to the left is the second loft that you can see in the living room, which as of recently is now enclosed in these beautiful reused glass brick blocks, which I have always wanted to put in my apartment, but they're really heavy and quite difficult to clean and reuse. So that was really a project that was really expensive, more expensive than I anticipated. I'm kind of broke now because of it, but it's really cool. And especially when you're inside, the light from the outside window shines through it in a beautiful way. All right, now welcome to the living room. And I guess let's get started with the core of the living room, which is the coffee table. This coffee table, I don't know if it's authentic or not. It's a Milo Brahmin design. It's really cool and it swivels. Everything here, even the accessories, is from Facebook Market, and if it's not from Facebook Market, it's a cool piece that I collected traveling, or I made it. For instance, these paintings that I have up here. I painted this in college. I guess apartment hack or living room hack, a really great way to elongate and bring together your living room is to have a really long console that really defines the space, which brings the whole space together and kind of makes it feel enclosed as well as bigger. Moving over here, another cool piece that's part of this apartment that I added is actually this archway. So this used to be a shitty wooden loft, and now I have this curtain with triangles glued to strings, which my old roommate left behind. So I got this couch also on Facebook Market. It is a Camaleonda sofa by Mario Bellini. It's a designer piece that I think a lot of celebrities have in their homes, and I think it's kind of garnered, a negative connotation now because so many celebrities have them and they opt into having them without having a designed rest of the space, which is a little sad because they have money and means to have a really interesting space, but they don't utilize it. We have this other leather couch over here, which was $500. I think that's pretty good for a leather couch, but I think every home should have a leather couch. It'll take a beating and still look really nice, like a Birkin bag should be. Welcome to my bedroom. This is it. It's very cute and petite, and it's what I call home. And the only reason why I chose this room is because this actually has a loft. What I consider my painting studio, even though I don't really paint anymore. I have a very cool ladder that I designed myself, and there's a scaffolding business next door that I commissioned to build it for me. So you know what, if you live in an industrial area like I do, talk to your neighbors. They're often very nice. The other cool thing that I have in here is this fake ultraviolet mirror by Ittori Sotsas, and I feel like I'm definitely butchering that, but regardless, it's one of my favorite pieces and I'm really glad I got it. Again, it's from Facebook Market, so it was a steal. Cool fact about this room is that the loft actually used to expand the entire wall. There used to be 12 boys that lived in this apartment before I moved in. It reeked, it was disgusting, and there was gum all over the loft, which is really nasty. But anyways, it blocked the window and I didn't need that. And so when I moved in, I actually took half of it down and was left with what we have today. Here's my closet. I built it. It's an absolute piece of shit, and I painted it. Previously, it was just your regular plywood, and it had really beautiful veins on it that I really enjoyed. I guess it was just too much visual clutter, and so I painted it, and now it's tolerable. And then looking up, you can kind of see some of my paintings that I hate, which is why I hide them in here. But now I don't really paint anymore, even though I have an art studio that I don't utilize. Some of the pieces that aren't from Facebook Market I actually found on the street, which includes this very cool Herman Miller credenza or a dresser, and it's more like a credenza. I found it on the street, actually outside of Adrian's apartment because his apartment building has a lot of rich people in it and they get rid of their nice stuff. Thank God I live close because I did have to haul this thing back by myself. This is my very narrow bookshelf. It's like a string shelf dupe that I got from Amazon. Very cool. I only got 2 of them, and what makes it like a dupe of string is that you can space it out correctly so that you can have a shelf right in the center. All right, here I am. This is my painting studio that I don't really use. A really cool piece that I actually forgot about that I have up here is my Eames, I don't know, sideboard. And I got this for only $350, which is insane because they go for like new, maybe around $4,000 to $6,000. Here's a painting I did. Oh, Jesus. In college. Yeah, and it's just hiding away up here. Isn't that fun? Hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to my shower. I don't know if it's normal for lofts, I don't think it is, but it is in this building to have a separated shower and toilet. And what I did with this shower was to retile the entire room, make this little wall so I can have a makeshift bathtub, and I don't know, make this nice, because previously it was just a piece of shit plastic corner shower and it was disgusting. Welcome to my kitchen. I covered it in these square tiles. I think that's the only thing really worth noting. I'm joking. Actually, I have more of my chair collection right up there. Just nice to have your addiction on display. I also have some more glass brick blocks on this side of the wall. Pretty cool. And then I have some open face shelving on top of my fridge. Cool drying rack. It's a Eastern European, Indian one. I think those are just like where I most frequently see them in kitchens. And then I got these cool drawings because I'm a child and I have them on my fridge. This is just a cool drawing that I did of the apartment. All right, the best part of the apartment, the dining room and the attached reading nook behind the dining room. I have this really gorgeous Danish shelving unit that actually has a really interesting story behind it. It's from Philadelphia and I paid a guy to go drive down to Philadelphia and pick it up for me. And I got the entire thing for $1,000, which is actually really crazy because it's so pretty. The funny part is that I got this before this dining room was actually a dining room. This was separated by a wall from the rest of the apartment, and I tore down that wall and turned it into a dining room. While it was still a bedroom, I bought this Danish shelving unit and I had it in my storage and it took up a bunch of space. As we continue down, we have this deck that me and my handyman Rory built. It actually stores my AC units that I just put away. Thank God summer's over. And it actually has another, I guess, dining table that I'm able to pull out and lift up to the same height as my dining table here. Also, these are where most of my plants are. All right, one of the fun pieces I want to talk about that's in my apartment is my catio. It's right behind me in the window. It is a little wooden box that me and my handyman Rory made, mostly him. I guess I designed it, I don't know, I made specs for it and stuff like that. He cleaned up my specs and made it something that was usable. And essentially it's a wooden box that has chicken wire wrapped around the side and the top so that your cat can go outside and experience the world from your window. It's really great, especially for this cat right here. His name is Martin. He likes to run out the door of my apartment whenever it's open, and it's really annoying. And now he does that a little bit less. I don't know if you saw this corner of my apartment, but it's actually the Separator, this USM hauler here, which is a cool, also interesting interior design piece that's modular. But I gotta say, I put this guy together myself and it was really fucking hard. This piece helps separate my living room from my dining room. This is also another Paul Cordovius Danish shelving unit that's really beautiful that I collected also a few years ago. Yeah, I guess if you ever want to separate your spaces, a console will do it, especially one that fits right behind your couch. My advice for anyone who's furnishing their home, their space or anything, and wants it to be more personal or more colorful or just feel like someone lives there and not in a I buy everything from Amazon kind of way, is really just to buy things that make you happy and that are interesting, but hopefully not ones that are like mass produced, you know? I don't know. I found this at a really random store. It's an ashtray with I think it's really neat, even though I rarely smoke now. But get stuff that's like cool. And you know, if you do shop at Amazon, that's totally fine. Like that vase, that's from Amazon. I just think it's neat. Don't be afraid to buy things that are strange or are weird. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. When you start to collect things as a whole, it just makes more sense when you continue to buy weird stuff. All right, thanks so much for visiting. And if you need any, I guess, design advice for your home or apartment, whatever, if you wanna find cool stuff on Facebook Market, I post a bunch of stuff on Facebook Market on my Instagram, FB Market Slut. All right, bye.